This is a voice cover video. If you are uncomfortable, then you can mute it. It's a boy and boy fan fiction. If you are homophobic, kindly leave. Remember, it's just a fan fiction. Don't take it serious. It's my first type of fan fiction and read it in a hurry. I hope I won't disappoint you. It's Jungkook's birthday and let's wish together for him being a healthy, wealthy and happy person. I wish wholeheartedly for his brighter and brighter future. I wish I could say them that they are my happy place. I become too emotional when I think about them. I just hope they get everything. So yeah, happy birthday, our bunny. Here, a boy around 21 is walking straight in the corridor, minding his own business. He is extremely handsome and his attitude is charming his personality. Everyone in the college rolls over his beauty, not only girls but also boys. Though he is straight, yet he gets so many proposals from boys. He is Kim Tae-in, the heartthrob of the college, got transferred in this college last year. It's his final year and after his graduation will handle his father's position as a senior. Well, he has only one friend here, Park Jimin, who is also a heartthrob. I think enough of the introduction. Now let's see what's happening here. Prime point of view. I'm walking through the corridor to my classroom without looking at anyone. I'm feeling everyone's gaze on me and they're whispering to each other. Of course, about me. But today it's different. They are surely whispering about yesterday's incident. Of course, they would because this was the first time I got into a fight. Yes, a fight. And with whom? Wanna know? The playboy of the college, Jeon Jungkook. That master. What he thinks about himself, huh? He always picks up fight with everyone. But now he chose the wrong person. I'm sure he won't even look at me because of the punch he got yesterday from me. I entered inside the class and sat on my seat alone because Jimin is on leave as he went in his hometown. I pulled out a book from my bag and started reading it peacefully. I was so lost reading the book when all of a sudden I heard some students gasp because of a loud sound. I looked up and saw Najjo entering inside the classroom, hands in his pockets with a weird smirk on his face. And behind him, two people came. I didn't bother myself to look at him and focus on my book again. I know, again he will gonna flirt with some girl or boy. As long as he will not bother me, I'm fine. I can hear he is flirting with a random boy sitting on a desk. I'm just wondering, how can he do it so easily? Well, I should not think about him. I should think about my studies instead. I was trying to focus, but then again, some students started hooting. I looked up only to see another heartthrob of our college, cold, rude, silent, with his cat-like sleepy eyes, Min Yoongi. He is Jungkook's friend, but not like him. He is not a playboy or something. I just cannot understand how can he be that bastard's friend. He walked towards Jungkook and stood in front of him when the other two guys beside Jungkook left from there. I shook my head and looked at my book again, but I could hear clearly their conversation. When will you stop it? He asked coldly, still standing there. Hyung, please, don't again start your lecture. I'm warning you folks, just stop it all. You'll get nothing by doing this. As your brother, I'm advising you. What? Your brothers? But their surnames? Maybe cousins? Saying that, Yoongi walked but looked at my direction before leaving. He glanced a little and walked out. I know he wasn't looking at me. I shifted my gaze on Jungkook and find him looking at his phone blankly. Maybe he's thinking about something or just leave it. Why should I care? Timescape lunchtime. Taeyong hung his backpack on his shoulder and left towards cafeteria. But before grabbing the lunch, he turned towards the washroom. He opened the door and got shocked seeing Jungkook there with a girl. She was kissing his neck like something. Then she moved towards his lips, but Jungkook stopped her and pushed her a little. Why did you stop? Leave now. I want to taste your lips. She said seductively while touching Jungkook's lips. Leave right now. That girl was again about to hold Jungkook's hand when he jerked that off and said, "Such a you are. If you both are done, then please leave." Taeyong said out of nowhere as he was pissed off. That girl rolled her eyes and left from there. Taeyong didn't look at Jungkook. Then Jungkook said, "Seems like you're pissed, right, Kim?" He said, leaning against the wall while looking at Taeyong with a smirk. But Taeyong didn't say anything. So rude. I just wonder how a guy like Jimin can be friends with you. Excuse me? I mean, look at yourself. Rude, arrogant, and always discordant. And look at him, so cute, fluffy, like a boy. Dare to look at him with your nasty eyeballs. I'll pull them out. Still, baby, why so angry, huh? I don't have that kind of intentions for you. Moreover, he's not my type. I don't wanna know what's your type and what's not. Better just don't bother me. Why are you so dominant, Kim? At least not like you. Boy. Taeyong said annoyingly, rolling his eyes. Then Jungkook's expression changed and, within a second, he pinned him on the wall behind. Taeyong couldn't process what just happened. He looked at Jungkook with his shocked yet angry eyes. Dare to say that again, Kim. Mind your language. Taeyong chuckled and replied, "Then mind your own business, Yoon. Maybe you forgot the punch I planted on your face yesterday. Do I need to remind you?" "You talk too much. Guess I need to shut you up. Try me if you can. If you dare to touch me again, I'll kick your balls, Yoon," he said and pushed Jungkook away in just a push. "I'm warning you, Jung. Stay away," he said, pointing his index finger towards Jungkook and then left from there. Here Jungkook punched on the wall, making his knuckles bleed. A type of frustration rushed into him, hearing Taeyong's words. Time skipped after 2 days. Taeyong entered inside the classroom and saw Jimin sitting there lost in his thoughts. He walked towards him and sat beside him without him noticing. Jimin came yesterday, but he came college today. Taeyong looked attentively, gazed at Jimin's face, but Jimin didn't realize. Taeyong then freaked out to grab Jimin's attention. Jimin flinched and looked beside him, only to see his one and only friend sitting there. "Taeyong, when did you come? I missed you." He side-hugged him with a smile. Then Taeyong hit his head with his hand dramatically. "Come on the earth. Stop daydreaming." "I'm not daydreaming. I was just what? Dreaming about your crush." "Yeah, stop. Why just don't you talk to him directly? Do you think it's easy? Moreover, he is cold, doesn't even talk or look at anyone. How am I supposed to confess? And what if he rejected me?" He sighed while shaking his head. "I'm not asking you to confess. I'm just telling you to talk to him. You know what? His eyes were finding you when you were not here." "What?" "I swear to God, he came here to find you. And also glanced at your desk. You must be misunderstanding. He doesn't even look at me. Why he will find me? Well, I need to go in my class." Jimin's one subject is different from Taeyong, so they attend their first lecture separately. Jimin stood up when Taeyong again said, "At least talk to him." Jimin just hummed and left from there to his classroom. Taeyong sighed and just then the professor came. All the students greeted him and the lecture got started. They were all focused on the lecture, then someone grabbed their attention while entering in the classroom. It's none other than Jungkook, who came in the middle of the class. The professor let him in. Of course, they cannot say him anything because he is rich. Taeyong rolled his eyes looking at him. After that incident, he is seeing Jungkook now. These 2 days, Taeyong felt a relief not seeing Jungkook around, and now he is just feeling frustrated only by gazing at him for once. Taeyong again concentrated on the lecture, but he felt someone stare on him and looked at the direction. Jungkook was looking at him, but as Taeyong looked at him, he shifted his gaze to another direction. Jungkook point of view. I entered inside the class and headed towards my safe. I'm coming after 2 days. Taeyong's words are still roaming in my mind. Yes, I'm a playboy of the college. Everyone says that, and I accept that too. I flirt with everyone I find attractive, but I'm not any. His words hurt me, even I should not feel like this. Am I changed this much to make someone think that I'm a. I was looking at him, more like blankly staring at him, thinking, why does he think about me like this? Though I should not bother myself, but others think of me. But he's bothering me. On the other side, here Jimin is sitting on his desk and trying to focus on what the professor is teaching. But he isn't able to focus. All the time he tries to focus, just one person comes in his mind. His crush, Min Yoongi, on whom he's crushing since first year. He is again and again looking at him, but Yoongi is all focused on the lecture. Jimin's point of view. I myself don't know how I felt for him. We never even talked to each other. Cannot say it was love at first sight. Jimin's point of view. I myself don't know how I felt for him. We never even talked to each other. Cannot say it was love at first sight. Because the first time I saw him when he rejected someone's proposal in front of the whole college, coldly and rudely. But I don't know, when I started observing him, his little cute actions, his gummy smile, which he doesn't show to anyone, his soft side, which no one ever could get. To be honest, I fell for his softness, not for what he shows. I don't know why I want to be the reason of his smile. Don't know why I want him to show his soft side to me. Don't know why I want to get his love. Am I asking for a lot? I don't know if I'm being selfish or not, but I want it. Am I just crushing on him or have I fell for him? I sighed deeply and looked away. After the lecture ends, everyone left. I packed my stuff in the bag and looked around when I saw him. He stood up and walked to leave. I don't know why I'm feeling like stop him and talk to him. I don't even know from where I got the courage and I ran towards him while holding my bag on my shoulder. I don't know what I just did. I just held his hand and he halted on his place and looked at me. Believe me, this is the first time ever I'm feeling his deep gaze on me. My cheeks automatically turned pink and I got a little nervous when he said, "What?" I actually, I need a little help, I asked, hoping him not to deny, and to my surprise, he hummed. Actually, I was not here in Seoul for past some days, and due to that, I don't know what the professor thought. If you don't mind, can you please help me? How can I help you? You are an intelligent student, so can you teach me what the professor taught? He said with a hope in his eyes. I am not good at teaching you. Please. Jimmy spoke while showing his puppy eyes. And can anyone resist his cuteness? Fine. Where should we meet? My place would be okay. Timing 7 in the evening. Okay, thank you so much. Jimin felt a relief that Yoongi would agree. He smiled at him when Yoongi was just looking at him like holding something for a long time, and at last he spoke. I need to go, he said. Then again Jimin smiled. Can you please let my hand go? He said. Then Jimin realized that he was still holding Yoongi's hand in his one. He immediately left his hand and smiled awkwardly. I'm so sorry, he said embarrassingly, looking down. Yoongi didn't waste any second and vanished from there like a flash. Jimin internally scolded himself for doing such stupidity. Yoongi point of view. I'm sure that wasn't on purpose. He first time talked to me. Am I dreaming? Was I waiting for this moment? Did I want him to talk to me by his own? This was the first time we talked. I couldn't even able to look at him properly. His eyes are so innocent. Maybe this was the first time he was this close to me. I was going crazy when he held my hand. Am I excited too much? I'm feeling like I'm on the 7th cloud. I didn't know the person who got my attention at the first sight will ask me to teach him. I don't know if I love him or not, but he is the person whom I want to be with till end. I don't know how will I control my feelings around him. Time skips to evening. Here, Jimin is busy choosing his clothes to wear. He took out all his dresses one by one, throwing them on the bed. He pulled out a t-shirt and threw it on the bed, which landed on the face of a person who is laying on the bed watching this drama for about half an hour. Why did you throw it on my face? I cannot decide what should I wear, Dayanga. You are literally annoying me, Jimin. Anything you wear will suit you. And you're going to study there, not on a date. Here, this is good. He handed over a t-shirt in Jimin's hand while standing up. Will it look good? I swear if you won't wear this, I'll put a fire on your clothes. Fine. He made a cute pout and left in the changing room to get changed. After getting ready, Jimin left towards Yoongi's house with Taeyong because Taeyong was also going that way. Moreover, they are also neighbors, so most of the time they go out together. They both reached in front of Yoongi's house and rang the bell. Listen, Jimin, if he tries to do something like touching you inappropriately, then call me, okay? There is nothing gonna happen like this. He will not do anything like this. Moreover, he is so cold. Do you know how coldly he spoke to me when I asked him to help me? I know he is not like that. Not like that jerk. But whatever, just call me. Okay, dear. But about whom are you talking? Who jerk? Tyler was about to say further, but then the door got opened, revealing a guy who had a glass of banana milk in his hands. Hyun and Jimin, both surprisingly, looked at him and exclaimed at the same time, You? Jungkook? Jungkook also looked at them and said, What are you two doing here? It's none of your business. It's Yoongi's house, right? Of course it is, he said, leaning at the door while giving a smirk to Hyun. Where is Yoongi? I mean, he told me to come at this hour to study. Oh, so you came to study. He is in his room. Come inside. He let them enter and they walked towards the living room. By the way, you are so cute, Jimin. Not like someone who is always ready to fight. Seems like you want me to do what I said, right? I already said, Kim. He's not my type. My type is someone who is dominant, rude and hot. He whispered, leaning towards Taeyong's face, looking in his eyes. I feel like you want to lose your hope for the future. Taeyong was looking like he will punch Jungkook's face just now. Then they heard a voice coming from stairs. Yoongi came downstairs and looked at the scene in front of him. He walked towards them and said, What's happening here? Nothing, Young. Kim seems so desperate to fight. Please give him some cold drink to calm his mind. Will you two again fight? Again? Jimin said, who was silently watching this all till now. I didn't fight with him. He was the one who picked up that fight. Yes, I was the one. Because a jerk like you deserved to get beaten. Taeyong, calm down. You should not be here like this. You don't know this filthy guy, Jimin, who is having bad intentions for you. What? Yoongi looked at Jungkook like questioning him. Enough, Taeyong. I already said I don't have any kind of bad intentions for you. Didn't you get it? Why should I believe you? Enough, you two. Taeyong, if he's saying, then he's not lying. You don't need to believe him, but me. As long as I'm here with him, Jimin is safe with me. You don't need to worry. I don't even want him to believe me. Think whatever you want, Kim Taeyong, he said and left from there upstairs. Taeyong then looked at Yoongi. Don't worry, Taeyong. He is not that type of a guy, and Jimin is safe with me. Okay, I'm leaving now. Jimin, call me when you complete your work. He said and left. Jimin and Yoongi both looked at each other and instantly broke the eye contact. Will they be able to study like this? Please sit here. He offered Jimin the seat on the couch and Jimin sat because till now he was standing because of that Taekwondo drama. Thank you. Shall we start? Oh, yes. Yoongi then sat beside Jimin in a safe distance and started explaining him the topic. After almost an hour, Yoongi was done with the topic and he looked at Jimin. Did you understand? Nay, thank you so much. It's okay. I should go now. Will you go alone? Anya, I'll call Thayoung. He will pick me up. Why bother him? Let me drop you. He said while picking up the key of his bike. Jimin followed him behind like an obedient child. Yoongi started the bike and asked Jimin to wear the helmet. Jimin wore it and get on the bike. He was feeling nervous if he should hold Yoongi's shoulder or not. He was thinking, then Yoongi said, "Hold me." Huh? I said hold me. You can get hurt if you want. He said, and slowly Jimin put his hands on Yoongi's shoulder lightly. But he held them tightly when Yoongi raised the bike. They both never thought that there will be some day like this. After a few minutes of drive, Yoongi pulled the brake when the traffic sign turned red. They both were silent, but then Jimin asked something, breaking the silence. Do Jungkook live with you? Huh? Yes. We are cousins. His parents live in Busan, so he lives with me. Oh. And don't need to worry because of Jungkook. He's not that kind of person. Anya, I don't think he's a bad guy. Do you know what happened in between Jungkook and Taeyong? They had a fight some days ago when you were not here. What kind of fight? I don't know, but Taeyong punched Jungkook on his face. Jinja? I mean, Taeyong is not a guy who will do such kind of things out of nowhere. Jungkook must have done something for sure. Can I ask you something? Why Jungkook is like this? I mean, he wasn't like this in the beginning. He is just stupid and immature to think of the consequences of his deeds. He said and started the bike again when the light turned green. Time skip. Jungkook and his other two random friends, who are basically known as boys of the college, are sitting in an empty room. Then one of them said, "Hey Jungkook, why don't you come with us and the party tonight?" "I'm not gonna." "Come on buddy, there will be so many girls and boys to play with. You can even have one if you want." "I'm not interested." "What? Are you sick or something? You're denying to have fun." "I'm a playboy, not a like you two, who always want someone to satisfy you." "Chill bro, why so angry? I'm leaving." Saying that, he went out of the room, leaving them two dumbfounded. He was rushing downstairs, then all of a sudden, he bumped into someone who was walking upstairs. Jungkook looked at the person and cursed himself because he is Taeyong. Because of that bump, his foot slipped off the stair and he was going to fall, but Jungkook immediately grabbed his hand and pulled him up towards him, which made them bump into each other's chest. Taeyong point of view. Today I got late because I overslept. Jimin messaged me that the professor already entered in the class. I was almost running with the big steps upstairs when all of a sudden I bumped with someone. My foot slipped and I closed my eyes in the fear to fall down off the stairs when someone grabbed my hand and pulled me up. Our chest bumped when he pulled me up. I could sense his hard hand on my waist, which was holding it tightly. I slowly looked at his face when my soul left my body. It's Jungkook. My breath became uneven and I gulped down my saliva because our faces were just inches away. What the hell is happening with me? I'm straight. I'm straight. Then why I'm feeling like this? They both didn't realize that they were standing too close to each other in the middle of the stairs, holding each other. They both were looking deeply into each other's eyes, like finding something. Jungkook then slowly leaned closer to Taeyong's face, while still making eye contact. Taeyong was feeling Jungkook's breath fanning on his lips. Jungkook leaned more and whispered in his ears, "Are you waiting for me to kiss you again, Taeyong?" He said and backed away with a smirk on his face. Taeyong widened his eyes and pushed him away. He glared at Jungkook, who was smirking at him. Don't you dare to touch me again. It will not be good if I lose my control. I want to see you losing your control in front of me, Kim. I wonder, this tiger will sound like a kitten under me. I'm straight, and if I wasn't, then I would never let you touch me. Understand? Just think what happened a few minutes ago. You Jeon Jungkook, he said while wagging in anger. But Jungkook just smiled with a smirk and replied, I would like if you do. He said and left from there while chuckling like he won again. And of course, he won because he was flirting with Taeyong, which somehow made Taeyong angry. But more than anger, he was feeling something weird inside his stomach because of Jungkook's words. He shook his head to prevent thinking about Jungkook's words and then left towards the class. Time skip at lunchtime. Jimin and Taeyong are sitting on their as usual seats in cafeteria having their lunch. Jimin is looking at Taeyong time to time, who is eating silently, like thinking something deeply. Is something bothering you, Taeyong? Huh? Anya, then where are you lost? Nowhere. I was just thinking about Jungkook. How do you know? See, Taeyong, I don't know what's happening in between you two, but you're surely misunderstanding him. I don't even want to understand him. I guess he's not bothering you, but you are bothering yourself thinking of him. I'm not. I don't know why I felt a spark in between you two. Some kind of chemistry? Did you forget that I'm straight? Whatever. Leave it. Tell me, how was your study session with Yonggi? That was good. He came to drop you home, right? For how long you'll see him with these excuses? I don't know. As long as I can. So, today also you'll go? Yes, there are some more topics left. After one day, Taeyong came towards his locker to get some books out which he needs. He didn't come yesterday because he wasn't feeling well, or can say his thoughts were making him disturbed. All the day long, he was just thinking about Jungkook. He wanted to get rid of his thoughts. That incident of stairs in between him and Jungkook was roaming in his mind. He was out of his senses that why he was thinking about Jungkook, and still he is thinking. He took the books out of his locker and closed it. He felt someone's presence behind him and he turned only to see the person whom he was thinking about, Jeon Jungkook. He was seeming a little pissed off. Taeyong could sense it looking at his face. But he wasn't in a mood to argue or fight with him, so he looked away and was about to laugh. But Jungkook grabbed his wrist tightly and pinned him against the locker, grabbing everyone's attention towards them. Taeyong shockingly looked at Jungkook because he wasn't expecting this. What the hell are you doing, Jungkook? Leave my way. How can you act so cool after doing something you should haven't? He said in his pissed voice, looking straight in his eyes while clenching his jaw. What are you Taeyong couldn't finish his words when Jungkook did something more unexpected. He pressed his lips on Taeyong's harshly and started sucking them after a few seconds. Taeyong blinked his eyes to process what this Jungkook did. Then he realized what Jungkook is doing. He widened his eyes and tried to push him, but Jungkook pressed his body more onto his. Taeyong then pushed him away with his full force, and within a second he punched on Jungkook's face hardly, making his lips bleed. And there everyone was looking at them with their wide and surprised expressions. This was something new they were having in front of their eyes. What the f*** you did, huh? Are you out of your mind, Jungkook? He shouted on Jungkook's face in anger. Jungkook wiped the blood from the corner of his lips and went closer to Taeyong again. This is how a f*** sounds. Now did you get it? What the hell are you talking, you f***? Just thank to God that I only kissed you, not you. As he said, Taeyong again punched on his face, But this time, Jungkook harshly pushed Taeyong on the locker again. I swear, Jungkook, I'll kick your balls. Just leave me. Jungkook was about to say, then he felt a pull from behind. Someone pulled him harshly, and he looked at the person. It's Yoongi, and there's Jimin standing beside him. What the hell are you doing, Jungkook? It's none of your business now. It's my business because you are my brother. Why you did this kind of thing, huh? Ask him what he did. Why he spread the rumor that every single girl and boy. What the hell are you talking? Are you out of your mind? The whole college is talking bad about me just because of this. What are you saying, Jungkook? Hyun cannot do such things. And do you think I need to spread anything like this about you? Everyone knows who you are. But you know what? You deserve this all. The thing you did a few minutes ago made you that what everyone is thinking. He said and angrily left from there. I thought you were a good person, Jungkook. But you proved me wrong, he said and also left behind Taeyong. Yoongi looked at the surroundings where everyone was looking at them. He shouted, making everyone flinch. What are you looking at, huh? Is it any kind of drama? As he shouted, everyone started walking and within just few seconds, everyone vanished from there. Yoongi then looked at Jungkook and said, I cannot understand why the hell are you doing this, Jungkook? And if someone said something bad, you'll do the same. If someone spread a rumor that you murdered someone, then you'll do that. And do you think the things you're doing are great? You're just harming yourself and others' dignity. Stop it for God's sake. You cannot change what happened in the past, but you're ruining your future too. He said and also left from there, leaving Jungkook alone. Jungkook grabbed his hair in frustration and punched on the wall harshly. Time skipped at evening. Here, Yoonmin done their studies and Jimin leaned backwards on the couch, rubbing his tummy. Yoongi looked at him and chuckled intriguingly. Are you hungry? Huh? Yes, a little bit. Then let's order something. Anya, I'll eat something outside. Then let's go. You'll also go with me? Can I not? That's not what I mean. Then let's go. Then they both went out and Yoongi started the bike and they drove off. Yoongi stopped the bike in front of a cafe. Jimin got down and looked at the place. It was quiet and peaceful. This place is quite selective. It's my favorite. I come here whenever I feel happy or sad. So, are you happy today? Huh? Anya, so are you sad because I came with you? He asked innocently, looking like a fallen angel. Yoongi got nervous and confused too, that what he should say. I'm not sad. You are tricking me. He said nervously, looking away. Then Jimin chuckled a little, making Yoongi look at him again. Why are you laughing? Because you are so cute. He said, smiling, looking at Yoongi. Yoongi's cheeks turned pink when Jimin called him cute. We should get inside. Then they both ate together for the very first time. They both were feeling comfortable with each other. Yoongi behaves good towards Jimin. In these 3-4 days, they became so comfortable with each other, like they know each other for a long time. Just like Jimin wanted. Yoongi was showing his soft side to Jimin when he always behaves like a rock in front of everyone. Jimin feels so happy around Yoongi and Yoongi too, but sometimes he becomes nervous when Jimin comes too close to him. They did their dinner together and after dinner they decided to walk for a while together. Thanks for taking me here. Thanks for coming. They both looked at each other while walking and laughed a little. Is Taeyong okay? He both left the college immediately. Jimin sighed and said, he didn't talk to me. He just went home and locked himself in his room. I tried to talk to him, but he wasn't ready. He is upset, not because Jungkook blamed him, but what he did was unexpected. He is so stupid. Yoongi, do you have any idea who can spread that rumor about Jungkook? I mean, it's not a small thing to spread anything about someone like this. Don't worry, I'll handle it myself. Then, a peaceful silence spread in between them because they both really don't know what should they talk. Though they have so many things inside their hearts, but they don't know how to express. They were walking when someone called Jimmy's name from behind, and they both turned back. Jimmy looked at the person. Not again. He whispered enough to hear Yongu, and he too whispered, honestly, my neighbor, Taemin, who always tried to hit on me. Taemin walked towards them and looked at them both. Jimmy, what are you doing here? And who is this guy with you? Uh, I'm his boyfriend, he said while holding Jimin's hand in his. Jimin and Taemin both looked at him with their shocking eyes. Really? Why didn't you tell me, Jimin? Because we were secretly dating each other, right, baby? He said the last word, looking at Jimin when Jimin was already looking at him with his shocking eyes. His heart was thumping inside his chest, ready to come out. Yoongi then rubbed his hand. Then Jimin broke the eye contact and nervously said, Yes, we were dating each other secretly. I think we should go, right, baby? He said while smiling, looking at Jimin, who was somehow controlling his heart not to jump out. Yes, bye, Jimin. Yoongi then pulled Jimin's hand, walking away from there. They both raced towards the bike. Then Jimin said, Why did you say that? He will not bother you again. But still, what if he told my parents? You overthink too much. Now come, we are getting late. Then they left towards Jimin's house. The very next day, Taeyong stepped inside the college with his as usual attitude, though he wasn't feeling well because of yesterday's incident. But he is not someone who will hide from these things. He is ready to face everything what will come up. He knows everyone is looking at him and some are rolling over him and shouting his name and some are whispering about that incident. But he is walking, ignoring them all. He came inside the class where Jimmy was already sitting on the seat. He waved at him and Taeyong walked towards the seat and said, Are you okay? Yes. Did you make the note? You know, intervals are going to start from next week. Jimmy said because he knows Taeyong is disturbed by that incident and it's not the time to talk about that. Better to talk about something which can distract his mind. I did. That's good. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking after intervals we'll go together on a movie night. You'll go with me. Then what about Yoongi? Anya, we are not that close yet, he said pouting. Then Taeyong chuckled with his boxy smile. Good idea. Anything else you wanna do? Yes, we'll go in an amusement park. I want to ride every single theme of the park. Fine. Anything else? Anya. But first, we need to study for intervals. I really didn't study anything. I also didn't, guys. Count me into such a dramatic girl. I know we're again gonna top the college. I should go, guys. You continue. Time skip, lunchtime. Taeyong and Jimin both entered inside the cafeteria. Then everyone there started hooting. Jimin asked Taeyong to sit while he went to the counter to grab the lunch. Taeyong walked towards the seat when his eyes met with Jungkook's, who was staring at him sitting beside Yoongi. He rolled his eyes and sat on the seat, which was just after Jungkook's table. On the other side, Jungkook's point of view. I was sitting in front of Yoongi Young, who is silently munching his food. I don't know why. I'm not feeling any appetite to eat anything. I'm just thinking about the things which happened yesterday. You can say what I did. I don't really know why I did that. Was I supposed to do that? The way he punched me, it was saying that he really didn't do anything. I'm feeling so frustrated because of the things. I never did anything like this before. And about kiss, I really never did this kind of things before. And that too with a guy. And who is fucking straight. I am bothering by being straight. And that kiss, it's freaking me out. I was so lost in my thoughts and flinched all of a sudden when I heard everyone shouting and screaming Thyme and Jimin's name. I looked at the direction when our eyes met. He instantly rolled his eyes and sat on the very next table to us. I can see he is not just angry but also disappointed. Now I'm feeling guilty, like I really did a big mistake. Hyung sat on the chair back facing him. Then Jimin also reached there with a tray of food in his hands. He placed that on the table and sat in front of him. Then his eyes fell on Yogi, who also glanced at him. Jimin smiled a little and they both started eating. After a few seconds, all the LEDs of the cafeteria went on and a video started playing which caught everyone's attention. Hyung and Jimin also looked at and saw three boys talking. Two faces were visible, but the other one was invisible as he was back facing the camera. Jungkook looked at them confusedly because they are none other than his friends Jae and Yoojun. You mean you spread that rumor? Of course, dude. Who else can do it? He laughed when Yoojun also laughed. But why? I mean, you're friends. Friends might put that on Jungkook. He thinks he's rich and handsome, so he can do whatever he wants. He called us fuckers. Though we are, but he should haven't said that. Yeah, that hurt badly. Now he came to know how does it feel when someone calls you up. And now everyone is calling him up. Then why did you aim Hyun? It's so obvious that they had a fight recently. And he actually blamed Hyun for that. How stupid. But I didn't expect that Jungkook will kiss him in front of everyone. What a poor guy. Then the video got stopped and everyone gasped and started whispering. And they were looking at Taeyong and Jungkook. Jungkook was boiling in anger. Everyone could say that he is not going to leave Jae and Yoojun easily. On the other side, Taeyong was feeling so uncomfortable. He immediately stood up from the seat and without saying anything, he left from there hurriedly. As Jungkook saw Taeyong left, he also stood and ran behind Taeyong because right now, talking to him is more important than handling Jae and Yoojun. Jimin too stood up and was about to leave. Then Yoongi stopped him, holding his hand. Let them solve it, Jimin. But sit and eat your meal first. He sat and made Jimin sit on the chair again. Jimin was just looking at him innocently. Yoongi carried his tray and put that on Jimin's table, sitting in front of him. Jimin looked around and saw everyone is eating while talking to each other. No one dared to look at them, as they know if they bothered Yoongi, he will chop them into pieces and eat them instead of his food. Here, Jungkook ran behind Taeyong, who was walking in the corridor with his big steps. Jungkook ran faster and came in front of him, blocking his way. Leave my way, Jeon. Taeyong, just listen to me first. I don't want to listen anything, Jungkook. Please. I'm sorry, Taeyong. I'm really sorry. I know I hurt you, but please forgive me. I don't need your sorry, Jungkook. Now please leave my way. He said and was about to go. Then Jungkook held Taeyong's hand to stop him. I said I'm sorry and I'm really feeling it. Not because of that video, but because I'm really guilty about it. He said, but Taeyong didn't look at him and said in his cold voice, leave my hand, Jungkook. Please, I said leave my hand, Jungkook. Jungkook left Taeyong's hand instantly when he shouted at him. He knows that he had hurt him, but he himself is feeling hurt. Taeyong then left from there. I will gain your apology at any cost. I will. But before that, I will make those two bastards crouch down in front of me. How dare they do something like this? I'll fucking show them what they actually deserve. He said and angrily left from there. Some more days passed like this. Jungkook tried to talk to Taeyong to gain his apology, But nothing worked. Then an idea popped in his mind. He started making little notes for Taeyong to forgive him. He daily leave a note in his locker, which absolutely Taeyong read. But he is still ignoring Jungkook. But deep down, he is liking how cutely Jungkook is doing this all. Just he doesn't show it, or can say he doesn't want to show. Jungkook every time feels sad when Taeyong just read the note and put that down in the locker again without an expression. He desperately wants Taeyong to smile while looking at the note. He doesn't know, but somewhere through these notes, he is expressing his feelings towards Taeyong, which are still unknown to him. He doesn't know, but slowly, he is getting attracted towards Taeyong. He also stopped flirting and fighting with others. Everyone there is surprised to see that Jungkook really changed a lot in just few days. Jungkook doesn't care what others think about him, but the only thing he wants is Taeyong's apology. And Taeyong, he himself doesn't know what's happening with him. Whenever he sees Jungkook, he feels so weird. He doesn't want to name it anything. That's why every time he ignores the things going inside his mind. Sometimes he overthinks about him and Jungkook, and sometimes he fights with his brain and heart. He thinks that he is straight and can never have any feeling for a guy. But deep down, he knows that he is already having some feelings for Jungkook. But he always denies it because of his obsession with the thought that he is straight. Today also, Taeyong opened his locker and found a note. He opened it and read, "When you will forgive me, I'll make a banana shake for you. Believe me, I make the best banana shake. I want to see your refreshed, boxy smile after having that." As he read that, he chuckled a little, and unknowingly he smiled but controlled that because he doesn't want anyone to see that he is smiling while reading that note. "Did you just control your smile?" someone said who was standing behind him. Taeyong immediately put that note down and locked the door. Who said, "I'm your fucking best friend." He smacked his head, then Taeyong spoke. "Jemina, why did you hit me? By any chance, are you teasing Jungkook?" "Why would I?" "Because I can sense that you already forgave him. But you're just teasing him, right?" "I'm not, and I didn't forgive him." "Wait!" he yelled to make Taeyong stop on the way. Jimin looked at Taeyong with his suspicious eyes and said, "By any chance, did you fall for him?" he said all of a sudden, making Taeyong cough. Jimin patted his back to calm him down. "The hell are you saying? I'm straight." "Such a stubborn you are, Taeyonga. You still think you are straight. Just tell me one thing. Don't you feel anything for him? When he's around, when he looks at you, when you make eye contact, don't you feel anything? Leave that. Just think about those notes. Do you think those are just some chits with some random words? You put them in your locker. If you wouldn't feel anything, why would you keep them in your locker?" It's not like that. I just put them in the locker because I'll throw them all once he'll stop sending." "Really? So you want him to stop sending you those notes?" "Whom are you lying, me or yourself?" he said and left inside the class, leaving Taeyong there. Time skipped at evening. Jimin and Yogi reached Jimin's house after studying. It's been so many days they are studying together. Though they completed those topics a long time ago, which Jimin missed, but they mutually decided to study together. Jimin wants to take Yoongi inside his house, but because of some reasons, he didn't ask nor Yoongi said anything about it. Yoongi was about to start his bike when a car stopped there beside Yoongi's bike. Yoongi and Jimin both looked there. Jimin recognized the car as it's their car. The window got open and Jimin's mother came outside. She asked the driver to get inside. Then Jimin said, "Amma, you came? Where is Appa?" "He's still in his office." "Who is this handsome guy?" she said while looking at Yoongi. "He is my friend Min Yoongi." "Annyeonghaseyo, auntie." I'm Min Yoongi. Min Yoongi, are you Min So Bin's son? Yes. How do you know my mother? Oh no, of course I know her. We were college friends. Jimin, you didn't tell me that he's your friend? How would I know that you know his mother? Oh, I'm so stupid. She laughed a little and said again, Yoongi-san, come inside. I'm sure Jimin never invited you inside, right? Oma, I was about to invite him. I know you very well. Now come inside. They were about to get inside when another voice stopped them. They all looked behind, then Jimin widened his eyes, seeing Taemin there. He was just fearing that. But if Taemin told his mother that they are dating, but the truth is they are not. He gulped, looking at Yoongi, who was standing there without any expression. Taemin approached them and greeted Jimin's mother. Taemin, how are you, son? I'm fine, auntie. You? I'm also good, son. Then Taemin's eyes shifted on Yoongi and he said, Yoongi, do you also know him, Taemin? Of course, auntie. He is Jimin's boyfriend. Jimin told me some days ago. He said, being clueless, when Jimin just internally cursed him. Mrs. Park then looked at Jimin and Yoongi with her shocking wide eyes. What? Are you two dating, Jimin? Why didn't you tell me? What? They didn't tell you yet? I thought you know. I mean, they said that they were secretly getting each other. He said and looked at Jimin, who looked at him with his fiery eyes, making him gulp. I'm leaving, auntie. I just remember some work. He left from there before Jimin could kill him with his eyes. But he was fearing what will now happen. Is it true, Jimin? Yes, auntie. He said when Jimin looked at him instantly. Yoongi intertwined their hands and looked at Jimin's mother. I'm sorry for hiding it. Actually, I wanted to hide it till our studies complete. And I promise, auntie, I won't hurt Jimin in any way. Please don't scold him because it was my decision. He said straight, looking at her when she was looking at them with her serious gaze. For how long are you dating? 6 months. Are you really serious about this relation? Yes, we are. He said while looking at Jimin, who was internally screaming why Yoongi is lying to her about their relation. What if they came to know? Mrs. Parkman smiled wryly, looking at them and said, if that's so, then I'm really happy. If you two are serious about it, then I'll talk to your mother about your marriage. Marriage? He said while gulping. But we are still studying, Amma. Aniyo, I'll talk to his parents about your marriage after your studies. Not now. I'm glad you found someone like him who can hold your hand like this in any situation. Now come inside. We will, Amma. You go. I want to talk to Yoongi. Okay, son. She said and laughed. Then Jimin looked at Yoongi and said, why did you lie? See now, we could have told her that we just lied to him. She will ask for her marriage to your parents. What will happen now? Yoongi felt sad because of Jimin's words and said, I'm sorry. If you don't want to marry me, then I'll talk to them. I'll say that I don't want to marry you. Who said I don't want to marry you? The thing is, he stopped in the middle when he realized what he just said. You want to marry me? I mean, you want to marry me? He asked shockingly. Jimin just nodded and said, but you don't have any feelings for me. How we are supposed to marry like this? He said in a low voice, looking down, but got shocked when Yoongi hugged him tightly. Who said I don't have any feelings for you? I love you, Jimin. I love you. Huh? You love me? For a long time. I was just afraid to confess, he said and parted away looking at Jimin. Do you also have feelings for me? Jimin nodded shyly while looking down. Yoongi got too excited and he picked Jimin up in his arms, spinning him around and kissed on his cheeks, which made Jimin more shy. Yoongi then put Jimin down again and said, I'm sorry. I was just too excited. He said nervously but got froze when he felt a pair of lips on his one. Jimin picked his lips and parted away instantly while looking down with his blushing face. Jimin blinked his eyes and put his fingers on his lips while looking at Jimin and said, "Did you just kiss me?" Jimin just nodded and held Yoongi's hand, dragging him inside his house. Midnight in Thayoung's room. He opened his eyes instantly, sweating and huffing badly because of the dream he just had. He sat on the bed and grabbed the bottle of water from the bedside table. He opened that hurriedly and gulped down half of the water. Thayoung point of view. What the was that? Was I kissing Jungkook? Shit, no. How can I dream something like that, like this about him? He's a guy. I'm straight. Were we? Was that a dream? I gulped down my saliva while rubbing my forehead. I was dreaming about a guy and that too under him. This is insane. Do I need to check my again? I stood up from the bed and left towards washroom. I came after a few seconds and again laid down on the bed trying to sleep. But again and again that dream was roaming in my mind. Am I really straight? I swear I never had any dream like this before. Not even for a girl. I closed my eyes when again opened because of some sounds. I again sat on my bed and looked at the balcony. The sound was coming from there. I again got up of the bed and walked towards the balcony. I opened it slowly and saw someone was trying to climb up in the balcony through the pipe beside. I widened my eyes when I recognized the face due to the light reflection on his face. He is Jungkook. What the hell he is doing? I immediately raised my hand to him when he held it and I pulled him up in the balcony. He was huffing badly. It was really so hard. He almost whispered when I said, "What?" I stopped because my room is just beside my parents' room. I grabbed his hand and pulled him inside my room and closed the door of the balcony. What the hell are you doing here at this time? Do you want to die? But if you would get hurt? I just wanted to say sorry. I just want your forgiveness. That's it. Are you stupid or something? You climb up only to say that sorry. You are not forgiving me. What should I do to make you realize that I'm really feeling by mistake? I swear, I never did anything like that to anyone. I lost my first kiss to you, and the thing I'm doing it to get your apology. I never did anything like that. Then what? I also lost my first kiss. Will you not forgive me? Just tell me, what should I do to make you forgive me? Just tell. I'll do anything you say. Are you drunk? Anya, I just took 4-5 shots of vodka, but I swear I'm not drunk. 4-5 shots? Are you out of your mind? You came here in this condition. I made him sit on the bed and gave him some water to drink. He drank a little, then put that down and looked at me. He made me sit on the bed, holding my hand and cupped my face, which made my heart go crazy. I looked in his eyes, feeling nervous. I gulped my saliva down to my throat, looking in his drunk eyes, which were giving me butterflies in my stomach. I just want to know what and why I'm feeling like this. I was looking in his eyes, then he again said, I again want to say sorry, Thayoung. I'm feeling like if you didn't forgive me, I'll die. Cannot you see I'm genuinely feeling sorry? I don't even look at any other guy, any other girl. I don't feel like looking at anyone but you. I just want you to forgive me. I just want His eyes were closing slowly while his head was swinging because the alcohol was doing its work now. He was still holding my cheeks with his hands. I didn't know when I leaned closer to his face to kiss him, but instantly he fell on the bed. I looked at his face and blinked my eyes to process that I was going to kiss him. I immediately got up of the bed and touched my cheeks, which were burning. I'm sure I wanted to kiss him. Have I gone crazy? I didn't waste any second and ran in the washroom to wash my face. I came back when I saw him sleeping soundly. I slowly walked towards the bed and made him lay properly. I looked at his face again. I need to find out if I'm straight or not. Then I slept on the couch while thinking about him. Next morning, Jungkook woke up while yawning and opened his eyes only to find himself in an unknown room. He frowned, then he remembered that last night he drank too much and came in Taeyong's room. Climbing up, he glanced around in the room and found no one. Then he stood up from the bed and walked around. Just then the door got opened, revealing Taeyong standing there. He closed the door before walking inside. Taeyong, if you want to get fresh, then you can, and please leave early. I'm sorry for last night. For how long you gonna say this sorry? You can leave after you're done. Moreover, I forgave you. Really? Do you mean it? And please, stop doing all these things now. Hearing this, Jungkook's smile fell instantly. Well, I mean, yes, I should go now. Thanks for your forgiveness. He forcefully smiled, but deep down he was feeling sad. He wanted Taeyong to forgive him, but not like this. He was feeling an immense pain in his heart because of Taeyong's words. He wanted them to be friends and hang out together, but he couldn't say anything and left from there. Taeyong sat on the couch, throwing his head back on the sofa. He sighed and put his hand on his chest. He was feeling his heart is aching badly. Somewhere, he didn't want Jungkook to stop approaching him, but he decided to forgive him because he could see the genuineness in Jungkook's eyes. Maybe he forgave him a long time ago. He was just doing it because he wanted Jungkook around him. Still, his heart is saying to stop him, but he did it because he is confused and wants his answers. Time skipped after 2 weeks. In these 2 weeks, Jungkook didn't approach Taeyong. He even started ignoring Taeyong whenever they meet coincidentally, because he doesn't want to make Taeyong uncomfortable. Taeyong's words always roam in his mind, which created a long distance in between them. But this distance made him realize that he actually fell for Taeyong. He couldn't even say that because Taeyong so many times told him that he is straight. In spite of knowing that Taeyong is straight, he couldn't control himself falling for him. On the other side, Taeyong was missing Jungkook's notes and his tears on him. He couldn't deny anymore that he doesn't have feelings for Jungkook. So many times he tried to approach Jungkook and talk to him, but Jungkook was all the time ignoring him. Taeyong realized that maybe he is not gay or gay, but he feels gay for Jungkook. Now, Taeyong and Jimin are sitting beside each other in the class, which is almost empty. Taeyong is lost in his thoughts and Jimin could sense everything. Then his eyes fell on the door. Jungkook entered inside and once glanced at Taeyong and immediately looked away. Jimin looked at him and Taeyong. Jungkook then left from there. What's actually happening in between you? Earlier, you were ignoring me and now he is. Tell me what happened, Taeyong. Then Taeyong told him everything happened that night. Jimin sighed and said, why don't you talk to him? Rather than ignoring him, you can be friends. I don't want to. Come on, I fall for him. He said all of a sudden, making Jimin look at him with his shocking wide eyes. What? What did you say? I was denying it for a long time, but I realized that I actually fall for him. Then what are you waiting for, Pavo? Go and confess to him. I don't think so. Well, he doesn't love me. Did he say that? Anya, but the way he is ignoring me is saying that He doesn't want to see me. Pavo, wasn't he the one who told him not to bother you again? And now, when he's doing the same, you're blaming him. But what if he doesn't feel the same for me? I guess you should confess. Go find him and confess before it's too late, he said while standing up and pulling Thayoung up to stand. Thayoung stood up and thought for a while, then ran outside. He asked a few students about Jungkook. One of them told them that he went on the rooftop. Thayoung immediately ran upstairs and opened the door and saw Jungkook was standing there. As Jungkook heard the door opening sound, he looked back at him and again turned around. Thayoung sighed and walked towards Jungkook and stood beside him. Why are you standing here alone? I'm asking you something. Why you came here? First answer me. Who am I to answer you? Any friend, best friend, relative, or your enemy? Maybe no, because you already forgive me. Then why asking? He said facing Thayoung. Yes, we are neither best friends nor friends. We are neither relatives nor enemies. And I don't want to be friends with you. Then why are you here, huh? You forgave me and told me to not to bother you. And now you yourself are bothering me. Tell me, Kim Thayoung, what you actually want. I want you. Then Jungkook realized what Thayoung said and he looked at him shockingly with his big doe eyes. What did you say? I said, I want you. I want you to be with me. I want you to look at me and admire me. I want you to hold me tight. I want you to hug me tightly when I'm out of my mind. I want you to show me your love. I want you, only for myself. Jungkook was too stunned to speak hearing Thayoung's confession. He was still processing what Thayoung said because it was feeling like a dream to him. Am I dreaming? Thayoung didn't say anything and held Jungkook's collar. Jungkook looked at him confusedly and within a second Thayoung smashed his lips on Jungkook. Jungkook then realized that it's really happening. He looked at Thayoung's face. His eyes were closed. Jungkook couldn't control himself back and held Thayoung's face tightly, pulling him closer. They both started moving their lips together with the same passion. Their lips were moving in a sense, showing their feelings for each other. After a long kissing session, they pulled out, breathing heavily, and connected their foreheads while smiling. I love you, Jungkook. I'm sorry for realizing it late. I love you, Thayoung. Thank you for realizing it. They both chuckled and looked at each other. Happy birthday, Jungkook. Jungkook looked shockingly at Thayoung, guessing how can he know that it's his birthday today. How do you know it's my birthday? I just know. Thank you so much. Today I got the very special gift of my life. Thank you so much, he said while hugging Thayoung, who smiled widely. I want you to keep this gift for your whole life. I will always treasure this gift. He kissed on Thayoung's forehead and they smiled widely, showing their bunny and boxy smile. Then they heard a clapping sound from afar. They both looked and saw Youngmin standing there. They both smiled and went closer to Thayoung. Finally, you confessed. I'm feeling really happy for you too, he said excitedly, hugging Thayoung. Congratulations, you too. Thank you, Young, they said, smiling, receiving another gummy smile. So, it's all clear now. After graduation, we're gonna marry at the same day. But I'm sad because Jungkook will go in Thayoung's house after marriage and I will go in Yogi's. Wait, why would I go in his house? He will gonna come in my house. Huh? I'm gonna come in your house. Do you think you're gonna talk me? Of course I will. I'm not gonna let you talk me. And do you think I'm gonna let you talk me? They both started bickering with each other while running and chasing. And here Youngmin looked at them and laughed, seeing the drama. Cannot say anything about them. But if someday I feel like doing that, what do you mean? I mean to stop you. What? Have you gone crazy? Only I will stop you, and that's final, he said while pulling Jimin closer by his waist, and within a second, he captured his lips. That's how Thayoung and Youngmin's bickerings, love, fights and bites started from that day for their whole life.